want to say welcome and thank you for attending today's check presentation. My name is Chris Townsend, and I have the privilege of serving as the CEO of DTC Communications. As you all know, we are here today because the good folks from the Tennessee Department of Economic and Community Development will be presenting a $1.725 million check from the Tennessee Broadband Accessibility Grant to DTC. This grant will be matched with approximately $2 million of funds from DTC to build to the unserved and underserved in parts of southeastern Wilson County and western Smith County. So today we are gathered on the Century Farm of Bob and Loretta Haley. This farm has been in the Haley family for over 180 years. The log home you see here behind me today was built prior to 1850. The farm contains Civil War graves from 1863. 8 generations of Haleys have farmed cattle, tobacco, mules, horses, pigs, and according to Mr. Haley, just about everything else since 1834. The farm sits in the Wilson County portion of the Grant area. Thank you, Mr. and Ms. Haley, for your gracious hospitality today. What began in 1951 as a plain old telephone service company with party lines, DeKalb Telephone Cooperative, is now an advanced communications company doing business as DTC Communications. We provide voice, video, internet, security, tech team, and advanced business solutions to businesses and residents in Cannon, DeKalb, Rutherford, Smith, and Wilson counties. DTC's ultimate mission is to improve the quality of life for our members and the region we serve. Every decision we make must move us in this direction. As a result, at DTC, we do everything we do because people matter. We work daily to serve our members and position the company to meet the needs of our communities for the foreseeable future. This grant enables network expansion, which will improve access to state-of-the-art fiber-enabled broadband services while allowing DTC to deliver on this mission. It really is the cooperative way. We are doing together what none of us could do by ourselves. The DTC Board of Directors and employees share in this drive to deliver world-class broadband service to our neighbors, friends, and family. There's a company-wide excitement at DTC. We are delivering on our mission in a way that will have a lasting impact. In 2016, the board unanimously approved management's recommendation to overbuild the cooperative service area with fiber optics. We are fully immersed in year 2 of the 5-year initial project. Employees are now effectively delivering on that vision as we have built and continue to build hundreds of miles of new fiber optic network in Middle Tennessee. Adoption rates are good as we've upgraded over 50% of the homes we have passed already this year with fiber, and we've connected several new customers as well. This upcoming Monday, another 300 local residents will have access to fiber broadband services that didn't have it before. We continue to build every day. DTC's long-term goal is to serve every home and business in our service territory with fiber as quickly as possible in a financially sound manner. Receiving this $1.725 million Tennessee Broadband Accessibility Grant allows DTC to extend the reach of this mission to serve the unserved and underserved in portions of Wilson and Smith counties. DTC's new fiber optic network means enhanced e-connectivity, which is the foundation for better education, entertainment, economic development, government, business, and more. DTC fiber really means opportunity. Thank you, Governor Haslam, Senator PODY, Representative Weaver, Representative Boyd, Mayor Nesbitt, Mayor Hutto, Mayor Jennings, County Commissioners, Chamber Directors, the Tennessee Department of Economic and Community Development, especially Commissioner Bob Rolfe, Assistant Commissioner Sammy Arnold, Broadband Director Amanda Martin, and Broadband Grant Program Manager Crystal Ivy for all of your work on this legislation and on this grant program. The benefits of building a fiber optic network in this area will be experienced for generations to come. At this time, I'd like to ask Amanda Martin, the Broadband Director for the Tennessee ECD, to come and speak to us. Amanda?
Man, it's a little toasty today. I'll try to be brief so that you guys don't melt in the interim. We're so excited to be here today to really be able to present this check, which I'll get out in just a moment, for $1.725 million. And that's not a typo. Most of our checks that we give out don't come with that many zeros. But we are really excited to be able to see the impact that this grant is going to have here. With this grant, DTC is going to be able to serve an additional more than 500 locations in addition to the builds that they're already undertaking. we've found such a great partner in DTC. We appreciate the leadership of Chris and his team and the board and their willingness to invest in these communities. Not only is the state making an investment here, but DTC is also investing a significant amount of money to make this work in areas where they've wanted to serve for a long time, but it's just expensive to serve. And so together we're able to partner and be able to make this a reality for the people that live here. We know how critical broadband is for literally everything, from just kids doing homework to running a business to supporting agriculture. Anymore, so many as we sit here on a forum, so many agriculture operations really require state-of-the-art broadband access to make it a profitable venture. And so we really appreciate the investment that DTC is making to make this a reality here. I was going back through the application in preparation. We had an exceptionally competitive application process. We only had $10 million worth of funding to give out in this first year, and we received $66 million in requests. So that's less than 15% of applications that we were able to fund. We had 71 applications and we only funded 9. And so it really says a lot about Chris and his team and the quality of the application that they put together, that this was a project that was funded. In starting off one of the sections of his application, this passage just really struck me. It's DTC's mission is centered on improving the quality of life for our members and the region we serve. We do everything because people matter. And that's exactly the kind of people that we're looking to partner with and we know will make a difference in the community. What really helped ensure that this application was funded was the level of community support from local mayors, from local officials, from legislators, from healthcare providers, from residents. We even there was a letter from Dallas Smith, who's a middle schooler in Smith County, and he wanted to get broadband at his house so that he wouldn't have to listen to his daddy complain anymore about not having what he needed to work. It was a really great letter. He needed it for his homework too, but there was just a great outpouring of support for this application, and we're so excited to be back, to be here and be able to give out this check. With that, I'd like to ask Chris to come up here. We're so excited to be able to bring this check out here. This is really a great accomplishment for DTC, and we can't wait to come back out and visit when all these new people have some broadband service.
That's right.
So congratulations.
Thank you,
We're so excited.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll leave it here.
You sit over right here.
Thank you.
And with that, we'd like to give an opportunity for some of our local officials to talk. And so, Senator PODY, I'd like to invite you up here first if there's anything you'd like to say.
60 minutes ago, I was literally 1,200 feet underground in the zinc mine, all right? And so I'm taking the tour, and I said, I bet I can't do anything right down here with something that we're all so accustomed to. And he said, Mark, if you want to check your email, we're just going to go right over here to this spot. 1,200 feet underground, we could do it. I've got to tell you, I'm so glad to partner with people like Chris and his company for forward thinking that we've got to get this to everybody. It's going to be so vital to the rural areas that we need. So I'm just grateful. Thank you. And I'm thankful to Sammy and the governor and for what the program you guys put together, okay? Appreciate you guys.
TERRILYNN, you like to say something?
I promise, less is more when it's 95 degrees. Hey, every one of you here are a part of what is going on here. And I love it when we connect the dots and it works. So all of you get a high five. It is so important. I live in rural Tennessee, and I got to tell you, when I was as a Prime Amazon member, when I was able to video downstream a movie, I thought, oh my gosh, this is awesome. So thank you. We're going to keep on getting the connection out here in rural Tennessee because that keeps us in competition with the big cities. And we're going to keep doing that down at the state, and we'll keep working together. Congratulations to all of you, to everybody concerned, and thanks for the buckaroos.
It is always exciting when you see your hard-earned tax dollars get reinvested in your community. And I'm so excited to be here today. And I've got to tell you, the short time that I've been in the legislature, one of the most common emails, one of the most common phone calls that I get from all across the state is people that don't have access to broadband, and they want help. They want some relief because we've seen the workforce shift. More and more people are working from home if they have the ability through broadband to do it. And more students are disadvantaged if they're at home doing homework at night and they don't have access to broadband. So this is a big deal. And I'm so excited to see this joint effort between the state of Tennessee and DTC. Thank you so much, you guys, for taking the lead on this. And as TERRILYNN said, short is better when it's 95 degrees outside. So thank you very much.
And I just want to say thank you to your state legislators. You guys are really lucky to have a group of legislators that gets how important this is, that vote to pass the Broadband Accessibility Act and give us money again to continue investing. I know Chris has some plans to apply for some more money, and we really appreciate your support and making it possible for us to come out and make the investment like this in the communities. Not only do you guys have some great state legislators, but you've got some great local leaders. Yeah. Mayor, would you like to say a few words?
Yeah. I'll be brief, but just an observation. Whoever put the podium down here in the sun did a good thing, because now they can't say it. If it was up there, we'd be talking for days. Second observation is that I live just a rock's throw from here. Grew up there in Watertown, just on Alexander Pike, and I was a recipient of party lines back in the day when I grew up, and so I understand that. I want to say again thank you to our legislatures for allowing the money to happen. And because of what you do, you're inclusive in our county. And as we look at Bob Haley's farm here, and there's maybe some other farmers here, when you look across this land, that's a big deal. We're number one in active century farms in Wilson County, and we like that, and we want to stay like that. And so we're thankful for people like Bob Haley that preserve this land and give us a little bit of everything in Wilson County. I will say this has changed the world. As you well know, we can't hardly go without it anymore. But I get complaints sometime, and I have two children, one that didn't know how to fill out a check, and one didn't know how to do an address on an envelope. And you think, well, you know, the school is messing us up, and we hear that comment. But the bottom line is their world is changing. They don't snail mail, they email. And a lot of times they don't pay for things through check. They pay for it through their phone, their debit card. So what you guys have done by investing with the state, 1.7 plus million. It came from the state, but you guys had to match it. And so you care about our citizens, and we thank you for that, because all of our people care, and every day life changes for us, and if we don't have the internet, we're behind. And you guys are making that happen. So my hat's off to you for taking care of my people in the rural part of this county and everything else that you'll do for us in the future. Thank you. I got one thing. It's for people like Dan Walker, that's a head of the Cable TV Committee as well as a county commissioner. Dan, if you would stand up. They pushed for this for a long time too. Give him a round of applause. Sarah Patton in the back, please raise your hand, Sarah. Sarah, she fights for our rural communities all the time as district commissioner as well, and so I don't think I have any other commissioners here, but those people really make it happen. Where's that now? Miss Williams. Yes, Miss Williams and I go back a ways as well. And any Smith County folks that are here, raise your hand as well. Please stand up and just be recognized. I don't want to leave you out. Mr. Bill Woodard. Shannon Minchie and Miss Julie Williams. Julie Young, used to be Williams. Thank y'all for what you do, because if it wasn't for y'all pushing, y'all make the decisions. County mayors just sit there and nod and say, okay. Y'all are the wheels behind the car, and so I couldn't leave without thanking those people for the work they've done, and they've done tireless work. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So to wrap us up, thank you to everyone that's had a hand in this, that's here today, and even for those who couldn't be. I will say Mayor Nesbitt was critical in his work of putting together a lot of the community support letters, and so we really appreciate all that as well. Thank you again to the state, everybody that's here. Thank you to my board for what you entrust in me and our employees. We really care about people. We want to make a difference for the citizens of Tennessee. And I told TERRILYNN, I've told her this a couple times, I said, Representative Weaver, I said, if I tell you something, I'm going to tell you the truth, and I'm not even going to always like what I tell you, but we're going to try to represent what's true. So we're here to serve. We're here to do what's best. Thank you, and God bless you all.